I teach economy and current affairs on Gradeup platform. I welcome you all again for daily current affairs. So without wasting any more time, let's start off for today's daily current affairs. Before I start daily current affairs, I have to announce something to you guys. First things first, please subscribe to our Gradeup Super. It gives you access to unlimited structured live courses and mock tests. You'll get access to more than 11 plus structured live courses and 60 plus mock tests. We have 3 plans in it: 6 months plan, 12 months plan and 24 months plan. In this you will be getting experts faculty, full syllabus coverage, complete doubt resolution and performance and report cards. Currently we are running a Diwali offer for you guys where you get flat 40% off on Gradeup Super if you use the code LIGHT40. So buy now. Apart from this, to help your Civil Services Examination 2021 preparation, we are conducting daily current affairs, daily editorial analysis, NCERT, NIOS, IGNOU quizzes, weekly PIB analysis, Gradeup Super quiz. All this we are doing for you guys. So now after this announcement, let's get to today's topic, which is of daily current affairs. The first topic which we have to discuss today is Sichuan-Tibet Railway Project. Why is this in news? Chinese President Xi Jinping has recently instructed the official of Chinese construction company that Sichuan-Tibet Railway Project connecting the countries southwest province of Sichuan to Linji in Tibet, close to Indian border in Arunachal Pradesh. So Chinese president wants to connect mainland China to border areas of India. So this is Sichuan province and they want to connect into till Lhasa. There is a railway, now they want it to connect into Chengdu. So this is the network. Next, let's talk about Sichuan-Tibet Railway Project. Sichuan-Tibet Railway will be the second railway line into Tibet. After the Qinghai-Tibet Railway Project, it will go through the southeast Qinghai Tibet Plateau and one of the most geographical active areas. So this is the world's most geologically active area, and on that geologically active area, China is planning to build a railway line. So Sichuan-Tibet Railway starts from Chengdu, capital of Sichuan province, and travels to Yan and enters into Tibet via Kamdu, shortening the distance between Chengdu to Lhasa by 48 hours, which used to take 48 hours. It now takes 13 hours. It will now take 13 hours to take this journey. Sichuan-Tibet Railway Project would play a pivotal role, a key role in safeguarding the stability of Chinese border. This is what Chinese are claiming. Now what is Linji? What are the facts about Linji? It is also known as Yingchi and it is located near Arunachal Pradesh border on the Chinese side. Linji also has an airport, which is one of the 5 airports built by China in Himalayan region. So apart from now airport, there will be railway connectivity to this border area on the Chinese side. India and China border disputes. What are these disputes? India and China border dispute covers 3,488 km long line of actual control, the de facto border between the two countries. Okay. Now China claims that Arunachal Pradesh as a part of southern Tibet, which is firmly rejected by India. So what is it doing? It is connecting the border areas of Eastern Himalayan region, that is Arunachal Pradesh on Indian side, with railway line, which will lead to enhanced activity on the side of Chinese. And in this claim that China makes, that Arunachal Pradesh is a part of southern Tibet, and India firmly rejects it. Second topic for the day: UN Advisory Committee on Administrative and Budgetary Question. So Indian diplomat Vidhisha Mehta was elected recently to UN Advisory Committee on Administrative and Budgetary Questions, ACABQ, a subsidiary organization and a subsidiary organ of the General Assembly. In the group of Asia Pacific state, Mrs. Mitra, first secretary in India's permanent mission to UN, obtained 126 votes, a majority of votes, to be elected to this body. Now, what is this Advisory Committee on Administrative and Budgetary Question? It is a subsidiary organ of General Assembly consisting of 16 members appointed by the Assembly in their individual capacity. So countries are appointed in their individual capacity. Now, what is the selection procedure? These people are elected for a period of 3 years on the basis of broad geographical representation. So 16 geographical areas are represented here. Members, once elected, serve in personal capacity and not as representative of state. So Mrs. Mitra will serve as a individual, not as representative of the country. The committee holds 3 sessions every year with total meeting time of 9 and 10 months per year. Okay. Next, what is the function of this advisory committee? So the function, responsibility and its composition of this advisory committee is governed by the provisions of Assembly Resolution, General Assembly Resolution 14.1 of 13 February 1946 and 32/103 of 14 December 1977. And Rule 155 to 157 of Rules of Procedure of General Assembly govern their function, responsibility and composition. The major function of this advisory committee are to examine and report on the budget submitted by the Secretary General to the General Assembly of United Nations. The other function of this committee is to advise the General Assembly concerning any administrative and budgetary matter referred to it. Because it is a committee on administrative and budgetary matter, obviously it will advise. Next, it also has the power to examine on behalf of General Assembly the administrative budget of specialized agency and proposals for financial arrangements with such agencies. So if there are specialized agencies, then this committee can examine on behalf of General Assembly what it can do or what it cannot do. Another function is that to consider and report on General Assembly on Auditor's Report on accounts of United Nations and of specialized agency. So it can look at the audit report, this committee. Clear? The program of the work of committee is determined by requirements of General Assembly. So General Assembly is the body which decides what will be the work of this committee, and the other legislative body which are to which committee reports. So this committee reports to General Assembly and whatever other legislative bodies this committee would report to, this committee would be answerable to only those bodies. Now, this is GS paper 2, International Organizations, source is All India Radio. Next topic, Shipping Ministry to be renamed as Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. So recently, Union Ministry of Shipping has been renamed to Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. Reason says that in most of the developed economies, shipping ministry is also responsible for port and waterways. But in India, there was an ambiguity by naming this, the name of this ministry was just shipping. But it was dealing also with a lot of work related to ports and waterways. So the renaming provides clarity to the officers and people who are engaged in this ministry. Now, Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways, it is an apex body for formulation and administration of rules and regulation and laws relating to the port, shipping and waterways sector in India. Maritime transport forms a critical part of infrastructure dealing in trade, especially in trade, as well as socio-economic development. Okay. Next, it represents the pace, structure and pattern of development of water transport in the country. So water transporters are also represented through this ministry. Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways encompasses the shipping and port sector, which includes shipbuilding, ship repair, major port construction and maintenance, national waterways, inland waterways transport. All these are part of this ministry. The ministry has been entrusted with the responsibility of formulating the policies and programs for development of this sector, as well as they are entrusted with the responsibility of implementation of these programs and policies. This is GS paper 2, Governance, Sources, Press Information Bureau. So this is the third topic which we had to cover. Now, let's move on to the next topic. Atal Bhimit Vyakti Kalyan Yojana. Ministry of Labour and Employment have recently submitted claims that affidavit forms is now no longer required under Atal Bhimit Vyakti Kalyan Yojana of Employee State Insurance Corporation. So earlier there was an affidavit form required, now that is not required. This is what this is saying. So Atal Bhimit Vyakti Kalyan Yojana, the basic purpose is enhancing the quantum of relief provided to eligible workers. Under this scheme, rate of relief enhanced from 25 to 50% for average daily workers. Relief amount to be credited directly into people's bank account of the insured person directly. Scheme has been extended up to 30th June 2021 with enhancement in relief and relaxation eligibility conditions up to 31st 12 2020. Then insured person can apply online and thereafter submit hard copy of their claim directly to designated Employee State Insurance Corporation branch offices. This is what Atal Bhimit Vyakti Yojana Kalyan Yojana is. It is a welfare measure which is implemented by Employee State Insurance Corporation. It offers cash compensation to insured persons when they are rendered unemployment. So it is type of unemployment allowance. The scheme was introduced on 1st July 2018. And this was being implemented on a pilot basis for a period of 2 years initially till 1st July 2020. Now this scheme has been extended up to 20th June 2021. What is the benefit? Scheme provides relief to extend 50% of average daily earning during the previous 4 contribution period. Total earning during the 4 contribution period to be paid to maximum 90 days of unemployment. So if you are unemployed for 90 days, you will get unemployment benefit. Okay. Duration of this allowance, the maximum duration for which under this scheme one is eligible to draw relief from Atal Bhimit Vyakti Kalyan Yojana will be 90 days once in lifetime after minimum 2 years of insurable employment subject and contributory condition. If you are working, if you are part of the scheme for around 2 years, after 2 years, once in lifetime, 90 days, for 90 days you will get unemployment benefit. Clear? Now the claims for relief under Atal Bhimit Kalyan Yojana will be payable after 3 months of his or her clear unemployment. You have to be unemployed for 3 months, only then will you get this money. Relief will be paid for clear month of unemployment. No prospective claim, only retrospective claims can be made under this scheme. Who is eligible? Employees covered under section 2(9) of ESI Act, Employees State Insurance Act 1948 are eligible. An insured person should have rendered unemployed during the period of relief claimed. Then the insured person should have been in an insurable employment for minimum of 2 years. As I told you, for 2 years you have to be employed. Insured person should have contributed not less than 78 days during which each of the preceding 4 contribution period. So you have to be contributing in this is contribution scheme. So the contribution in respect of him or her should have been paid or payable by the employer. The contingency of unemployment should not have been a result of any punishment for misconduct or superannuation or voluntary retirement. So your unemployment shouldn't be because you did something wrong and you were fired, or you have retired, or you have taken a voluntary retirement. This shouldn't be the case. And apart from that, if you are losing your job, if you are unemployed for more than 3 months, you will get paid under Atal Bhimit Yojana. This is GS paper 2 governance PIB. Now, next topic, other service providers. So what are other service providers? See, other service providers are Department of Telecom have eased rules for other service providers in the business processing outsourcing industry and IT enabled services. So BPO and ITES services, okay, they have eased the rule. Department of Telecom has eased the rule for other service provider in BPO and ITES services. Now what are other service providers? Other service providers are the companies or firms which provide secondary or tertiary services such as telemarketing, telebanking, telemedicine, and for various companies, banks and hospital chains. So the calls you get of telemarketing, buy this, of credit card, or buy medicine online, or over the phone, that is other service providers. Under the new telecom policy of 1999, suggested that all other service providers register themselves so that government could keep a check on the usage of its resources, but now the new rules do away with this registration requirement for other service providers such as BPOs that are engaged only in data work and have not taken they have not been taken out of category of other service providers altogether. So people who are just working with data should be allowed to work as it is. Next, with the government recognizing other service employees as extended or remote agents, companies providing such services will no longer have to carry the additional compliance burden. So they're reducing the compliance which earlier companies of this sector had to deal with. So doing away of registration norm will also mean there will be no renewal of licenses. Therefore, it will invite foreign companies to set up and expand their other service providing units in India, because when there will be no compliance, lesser compliance, no registration, no license required, so ease of setting up these businesses in India will increase. So more such businesses will be set up in India. An important change which takes data-based other service providers completely out of the ambit of BPO. So now BPOs which were working with data would be kept out of this other service provider, and it will become more easier for these firms to work, which would mean the such firm can function like any other service provider firms without any restriction and cumbersome compliances. This is GS paper 3 Economy. The source is Indian Express. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now next, production linked incentive scheme. The government has recently aimed to expand the ambit of production linked incentive scheme to include as many as 10 more sectors such as food processing, textile, other than already included mobile phone industry, allied equipment industry, pharmaceutical ingredients and medical devices in this production linked incentive. So more you produce, more incentives you are going to get from the government. Apart from cutting down imports, this production linked incentive scheme also looks to capture the growing demand of these products in India, in the domestic market. Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology notified this production linked incentive scheme in 2020. It offers a production linked incentive to boost domestic manufacturing and attract large investment into mobile phone manufacturing, specified electronic components, assembly, testing, marking and packaging units. It will extend the incentive from 4% to 6% on incremental sale of goods manufactured in India and covered under the target. So more you produce, more incentive you are going to get from government. It will be active for next 5 years and will start from financial year 2019-20 as a base year of calculation of incentive. It will be implemented through a nodal agency which shall act as a project management agency and will be responsible for providing secretarial, managerial and implementational support to this scheme, which is production linked incentive schemes. Clear, guys? Now the objective is really to make India more compliant with our WTO commitment and also make it non-discriminatory and neutral with respect to domestic sales and export. And who all is eligible for this scheme? All electronic manufacturers and companies which are either Indian or have registered units in India will be eligible to apply under this scheme. These companies can either create new units or seek incentive for their existing units from one and more locations in India. So either you can create new units or you can ask for incentives from government by increasing your production from your existing units. Any additional expenditure incurred by the company on plants, machinery, equipment, research and development, transfer of technology for manufacture of mobile phones and related electronic items will be eligible for incentive scheme. So you will get discounts or incentives for setting up new manufacturing plants. The investment done by the company on land and building of the project will not be considered as a part of incentive. So land you have to buy yourself, building you have to build yourself. Apart from that, if you are bringing machinery, equipment, research and development, technology, then that will be a part of incentive. What are the benefits? It would tremendously boost electronic manufacturing landscape in India and establish India at a global level in electronics sector. It will attract big FDI investments in this sector and open jobs opportunities, which will lead to economic growth. This is GS paper 2, schemes, the Hindu. I hope this is clear to all of you. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now, next topic. AIM Cirrus Innovation Program 3.2. Atal Innovation Mission and Cirrus, Russia launched AIM Cirrus Innovation Program 3.2, a 14-day virtual program for Indian and Russian school children. The aim of AIM Cirrus Innovation Program 3.0, the objective is first Indo-Russia Bilateral Youth Innovation Initiative, that is called AIM Cirrus Program, seeks to develop technological solutions, both web and mobile based, for two countries. It is over 2-week program from 7th to 21st November 2020. 48 students and 16 educators and mentors will participate in this program. This year, cohorts comprises best Russian students from Cirrus Center and best Indian students and Atal Tinkering Lab in charge from top 150 teams of 2019 Atal Tinkering Lab Marathon. AMS Cirrus mentor from Industry and Academia will also closely work with this team. It will function to create 8 virtual products and mobile application addressing global challenges in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. It will involve range of areas such as culture, distance education, applied cognitive sciences, health and well-being, sports, fitness, games and training, chemistry, artificial intelligence and digital financial assets. All these sectors will be covered under this program. This is GS paper 3, education, the sources, fresh information bureau. So these were some topics which we had to discuss in daily current affairs. I hope I was able to explain to them properly. I hope you have understood it. Now, before I end, again I would like to inform you to subscribe to our Gradeup Super, in which you will get subscription of UPSC Civil Services and other exams, UPSC exam, 11 plus structured live courses, 60 plus mock tests. You will be taught by expert faculties. Full coverage of syllabus will be done in these courses, complete doubt resolution. Expert faculties will teach you, performance and report card will be provided to you. Here you have 3 options, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months option to buy from. Currently, due to Diwali, we are running a Diwali Dhamaka sale. Flat 40% off on our subscription. For our Gradeup subscription will be given to you if you use LIGHT40 use code to buy our Gradeup Super subscription. Now, to help your Civil Services 2021 preparation, We are conducting daily current affairs, daily editorial analysis, NCERT and NIOS and IGNOU quizzes, weekly PIB analysis, Gradeup Super quiz. All this we are doing to help you guys. Our ongoing courses currently are of IAS 2021 comprehensive course of prelims cum mains English and Hindi, IAS 2020 mains comprehensive course, UPSC EPFO 2020 prelims course, complete NCERT module for civil services both in English and Hindi. Next, our upcoming courses are Economic and Social Development for IAS, Indian and World Geography for IAS, Environment and Ecology for IAS, Indian Polity and Governance for IAS, in History of India and International Movement for IAS, and General Science for IAS. Apart from this, we are conducting daily free series and free classes for you on our Gradeup app. So we are conducting IAS 2021 series of important topic class. Then we are carrying out detailed analysis subject wise of the Civil Services Examination Prelims 2020, which happened on the 4th of October, both GS paper 1 and 2. Then we are conducting daily editorial analysis on our app at 12 p.m. and UPSC Manthan daily current affairs at 9 p.m. on our Gradeup app. Apart from that, we are conducting classes for you guys, like every morning I come at 9 a.m. on YouTube to tell you daily current affairs, and other YouTube classes are also held free of cost. So please subscribe, share and like our Gradeup IAS YouTube channel. It will help us reach more students. Thank you very much guys. I hope you understood today's video. Thank you very much guys.